Right now I'm being one boring fuck, so I'm just gonna take some quizzes, I guess. This is the brutally honest personality test. Here we go, answer the questions honestly as you can. First question, do you have an easy time talking to strangers at parties? Yes, I'm very sociable. Are you more interested in details or in the big picture? Uh, they're both, but I'm going to with the details. Would you rather run through a town naked or be blocked in a cupboard with no lights? Run blocked in a cupboard. I don't like being naked. Algebra or poetry? Poetry. Were rules made to be followed or broken? Well, for more fun that it is to break rules, I'm going with following them. Are you meticulous about time? Eh, sometimes. Are you more likely to be called realistic or idealistic? Eh, I'm gonna. I tend to be realistic, but sometimes I can help but feel idealistic. But I'm more of a realistic. Yes, although I admit I can be a little bit oblivious sometimes. If you ever seriously consider whatever God could create a rock bigger than himself? Yep. Would you rather be thought as popular or brilliant? Or be brilliant? If you want to go to the movies, do you check the time it's screening and then plan your day, or do you just drop in the cinema while in town? I plan ahead. Are you superstitious? Nope. Are you more likely to be sensitive or logical? Logical. Will you ever eat a chocolate chip sandwich? That sounds like fun. Yes. Do you often think outside the box? Mm, sometimes, but most times I just think about random shit. Really not thinking about anything, so no. Are you more likely to walk to talk without thinking or think without talking? Sometimes I talk without thinking. Do you feel at ease in a crowd? Yes. Do you have many acquaintances, people who hang out with sometimes, but who aren't exactly your friends? Actually, yes. Unfortunately, I do have a shit ton of acquaintances. I have very few friends. When sitting alone, do you prefer to watch the surroundings or just sit and think about your life? Watch the surroundings. Did you notice the spelling mistake in the previous? No. No. Are your decisions based more on the feelings of a moment than on a careful planning? Yes, I go with my gut. I have some sort of, sixth sense, and it never failed me before, so most times I know it sounds like bullshit, but sometimes I don't even need to think, I just go with sort of this fucking thing wherever it is telling me to do. Do you ever cry in movie? No, I don't cry, to be honest. So, Friends, the series of CSI. I never watched Friends, so I'm going to CSI. Do you often consider humankind and its destiny? I really don't like thinking about it because I feel like I'm not. I don't know. I'm not that positive when it comes to the future. The future. Yes, of course. I do hope that things end up okay, but sometimes it's just too much shit to take. When it comes to important decisions, would you rather make the call or leave someone else to make the decision? Let someone else. It depends. If I see they're not doing anything, I just make the decisions myself. So I don't know. I'm I'm very democratic when it comes to that. I would say both, but there's only two options. So are you more likely to be called reserved or outgoing? I'm pretty outgoing. Do you tend to be frank or straightforward? Yes. Do you feel involved when watching TV dramas or soap? No, but I do watch them. Do you enjoy thinking about abstract ideas and theoretical issues? Yes, sometimes. Do you tend to resist or respect authority? Sometimes, most of the times, I try to resist because it's here in this place we have pretty shitty authority. Do most people know the real you? Oh yes, I'm an open book. What you see with me, what you see is what you get. Do you get bored if you have to read theoretical book? Yes. Oh god, I hate reading. You spend a lot of time daydreaming? No. If you must disappoint someone, are you usually warm and considerate? I really tried not to disappoint someone. It's one of my it's one of my strongest principles is don't fail people. It's it kind of pisses me off that you have those jerks at that's their idea of being liked and respect is just pretend to be this perfect guy and that you can do everything and they have everything. I was always taught that in order to people like you, you don't have to be perfect. You just don't have to fail them. Just be there for them. So yes, I am. If I had no other choice, I would have to be. I would be considerate. Yes, and I would be as warm as possible, as sympathetic as possible. Do you place more value on justice or justice? Do you believe the best decision is one that can be easily changed? Well, if it was the best decision, then it won't need to be changed, so no. When at a party, do you like to be the center of attention or just part of the crowd? Part of the crowd. Do you often then spend time thinking about how certain things could be improved? Yes. Does the thought of babies make you feel warm and fuzzy inside? No. Alright. I'm gonna be honest. I kinda find babies ugly. So no. Are you an impulsive buyer? No. When it comes to being on time, are you usually incredibly early or terribly late? Early. Will you rather drink an entire cup of egg yolk or syrup? Golden syrup. Is it easy for you to communicate in social situations? Yes, most of the time. Most of the time. If a relative rearranged furniture in your house, will you notice right away? You bet. I know this house like the back of my hand. Is it in your nature to assume responsibility? Yes. Are you more in? Although I tend not to. It doesn't matter. Are you more inclined to experiment or follow a more familiar approach? Experiment. That's how we learn and grow. If you like someone, do you usually ask them out? I didn't really found someone that I, you know, romantically like yet. But friends, yes, I do go out with friends. Oh, I do go out with friends a lot. Who would win in a fight to the death, Winnie the Pooh or Elmer Fudd? The fuck is Elmer Fudd? Elmer Fudd. Oh, we just called him the Hunter. Ugh, I don't know. Elmer is pretty stupid, and people forgot that a fight sometimes is like a puzzle. It's very strategic. Pooh, on the other hand, I just can't see Pooh fighting. Elmer, plus he's got a gun, so is it easy for you to make decisions? Yes, with the exception of the more difficult ones. On the Saturday night, would you rather go out in a huge party or stay and watch telly? Parties are fun, but sometimes I need to be, some time for myself. In group situations, it's more important to get your way or have everyone satisfied with the decision. Have everyone satisfied. Everyone. In order to a group to work, there can be, no separatism. Everyone must be happy and walking towards the same direction. Do you like to think of yourself as analytical or logical? And logical? Yes, sometimes. At a restaurant, do you send food back if it's not what they expected? Well, I pay good money for the food, so yes. Do you trust reason rather than feelings? No. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be honest with this. No. Sometimes we have to just go with our instinct. You know. Sometimes there's choices that seem perfectly you know logical, but in the end it wasn't, and just ends up fucking everything. So plus I'm gonna be honest, I'm much more inclined to believe, go with a person who is expressive of his or her feelings than go with some cold stone bastard that just see things as numbers. By Thursday afternoon, do you usually know what you're doing on set? No, never. Who is better looking, Donald Trump or Bill Gates? Bill Gates. Donald is one ugly motherfucker, like the Predator. Do you find it easy to sympathize with people? Yes, good people, with good people. Do you tend to live life in a moment or planning for the future? I live it in a moment. Do you return from large parties feeling emotionally drained or pumped full of energy? I'm feel charged. When solving a problem, will you rather follow a familiar approach or seek a new one? Seek a new one. Do you prefer to keep things open and flexible? Yes. Do you use the internet more for chatting or instant messaging or researching video fucking games in YouTube poops? But yeah, I like to chat. Are you more down to earth or just your head in the clouds? Head in the clouds when everything's normal, down to earth when it needs to be. Are you somewhat disorganized? Oh yes. Are you more likely to be described as cold-headed or warm-hearted? I'm both, but more of warm-hearted. Right? Alright, that was the brutally honesty personality test.